being built it may collapse. And we shall all be proved, again unteachable, and have to go and try to learn again for a third time in a school of war incomparably more rigorous than that from which we have just been released. The Dark Ages may return. The Stone Age may return on the gleaming wings of science.
It sounds like a very interesting project. You've not mentioned it before. I mean, has this been on the boil for a little while then? You need to bring the heavies in, and I think Will Self is a natural heavy.
Creatively, if you say, well, I can't use the text, then how do you make a documentary about a book when you're not actually allowed to quote any of the text?
What gets you taken down on YouTube is copyrighted, other people's copyrighted material. As long as you steal art for them, you're not really going to get busted. And anyway, who cares?
Because this is crazy, because the whole point of copyright is to stop people passing something else off on their own and as their own and making money.
Yeah.
And you're clearly not doing that.
I'll say, well, look, I'm using it unless you tell me otherwise. And these are the bits I'm using. There's no questions. I've even told them how it's going to be used.
Because, obviously what you're trying to do is, the original question with the documentary is whether, it's a cinematic possibility.
So it is a kind of collage of sections to begin with.
There's an academic called Jonathan Bate who wrote a biography of Ted Hughes, and he wasn't allowed to quote a single line because it wasn't the official biography. There's a writer, Ian Hamilton, who ended up writing a biography about how difficult it was to write a biography about J.D. Salinger.
I mean, the minute you said to me, what do I think about an adaptation of Riddley Walker?
I don't think it would work as a cinema piece because it's all about language, isn't it?
I start thinking, well, how would I do it?
And not a simple narrative. That film tends to work best with simple narratives.
And I start thinking, well, yeah, make a great film.
I roundly disagree with Mr. Self on that point.
No, not happening.
You wouldn't believe the permissions you need to get just to film in the New Forest, sort of dragging a Punch and Judy kit through the woods. So, but it's an image I want to try and put together somehow, a Punch and Judy show in the woods.
I think if you're not going to commercially exploit it, you should be more piratical, Peter. You should just do it. I mean, what are they going to do? One, they're not going to be able to tell that it's the New Forest as against any other forest. As long as you steal art for them, you're not really going to get busted. And anyway, who cares?
I'll do that, and then I can kind of splice it with your suggestion, and then we can cut to me actually doing it then. So
good. I think that's what you should do.